Greetings. I just wanted to take just a few minutes of your time to navigate through the Brightspace course shell with you and to review some of the more important documents, including the syllabus and the calendar. Please do take some time to review the course description as well as the aggregate outcomes. The aggregate outcomes are the program outcomes. The student learning outcomes are those outcomes relative to this course. With regards to many of the other policies, they are policies that should be familiar to you, but please do take some time to again review those policies and reach out to me if you have questions. With regards to the evaluation methods, for this course, you will submit a draft for Chapter 1. Now, that draft will be first submitted to the chair, and then once I have reviewed the document and provided feedback to you, and you have had time to respond to that feedback and to make edits, then you will move that document, Chapter 1 draft, to your second committee member. Once you have received Chapter 1 from your second committee member and you've made all edits, then you can take that document and send to your third committee member. You will submit a draft, but then you will submit a final version toward the end of the term, I believe in November, actually early November. Now, the final Chapter 1, that will only come to myself, the chair. So your committee member will not see Chapter 1 after the draft. So I will take a look at all of the comments shared to you by the committee members to ensure that all of those were addressed. As I mentioned in the overview video, you will complete a presentation toward the end of November, and this presentation will require that all of your committee members be present. So we do want to schedule that early. There is some paperwork that does need to be completed early. This is outlined on the timeline, and we will take a look at that. There are 150 hours of practicum that should be completed for this course, excluding certification and transfer hours. Let's go ahead and move back to the course materials tab. When we move back to the course materials tab, let's go ahead and take a look at the timeline. As I mentioned in the overview welcome video, you will want to meet with me the first week of classes. I mentioned just a few minutes ago that there was some paperwork due early in the term. That includes Form C, Form D, and Form E. Your draft of Chapter 1 is due September 22nd to myself, the chair. Again, I will make edits. I will make some recommendations. You will respond to my feedback, and then you will move to your second committee, make those edits, and then send to your third committee member. Now, it's important that this timeline is adhered to because each of your committee members will probably need perhaps a week time to review the Chapter 1. So it's important to stay very close to the timeline as possible. Your final Chapter 1 is due November 3rd, and then your DNP Advanced Scholarly Project presentation with all of your committee team members should take place before December 1st. There are a couple of documents that will be due at the end of the term. That includes your practicum log as well as your student and preceptor evaluation. I want to emphasize the importance of communication with your chair as well as your committee throughout this course. So please do print the timeline to have that readily available. When we move back to the Start Here tab, I would recommend that you click on Rubrics. You will want to take time to review all of these rubrics. So there is a rubric for both Chapter 1 draft as well as Chapter 1 final, as well as the advanced scholarly project presentation. So please do keep these rubrics in mind prior to assignment submission. When we move further down, as I mentioned earlier, there is a presentation PowerPoint template that you will want to use for that presentation. The ECS-PI guidelines, DNP practicum information, these are documents that are familiar to you, as well as the Advanced Nursing Project guidelines. These are all guidelines, resources that have been shared with you previously but have been reintroduced in Nursing 790. So if you have any questions, please do reach out relative to those documents. I do recommend that you utilize the DNP project template. It will be much easier if you begin to use the DNP project template with Chapter 1. So please do begin to use now. As we move back, let's go to Course Home. Each of your assignments will be submitted. If you click on the assignment link, you will see that there are assignment links for each of the forms, as well as each of the assignments, the draft, the final Chapter 1, the presentation, etc. So if you move to the assignment links tab, you will be able to submit your assignments readily there. There are a number of resources for you. If you click on resources, you will find information relative to academic resources, but probably more importantly, for Chapter 1, you will find resources relative to Holman Library, the Nursing Research Guide, etc. We have also provided to you a direct link for the DNP projects, past DNP projects. So if you would like to take a look at those, that is sometimes helpful. And so that completes, that is an overview of all of the resources that are available to you across this course shell. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me, and I look forward to working with you. Thanks so much.